Hey guys, welcome to JPlays, and I'm Iceman, and this is part 3, I believe. Let's see, part 3 of my playthrough through UNN Polaris, the fan mission by Christine for System Shock 2. Oh, that reminds me. Need to go back and do research.
This morning I ran into two more probands in the courtyard. This time they were armed, and they immediately opened fire on me and my men. I've just sent a security report to the UNN generals, in which I recommend that you be removed at the head of research. Apparently you don't have the ability to follow even the simplest of safety regulations. I won't stand idly by while you and your unbridled ambition gamble with the safety of Polaris 32AO.
My only issue with these fan missions is that they use the exact same character portraits and voice actors throughout all three of them. Now, at the same time, I mean, the System Shock community is, well, it was definitely bigger then, but still it's never been that big, so you have to give some leeway, which I give, but, you know, just noting. It's also a bit confusing sometimes. Like when I was playing the last one, what was it? Nightwalker. The ship had the same voice actress as the twins from Pontaby. So as I was playing it, I was confused on, is that one of the twins or is this someone entirely? But then, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a different person. Except when they had the audio logs about the perfume. So then that made me think, well, is this the same person? GA. Ah, that'll be right. Wait. Yep, he's there. Okay. 29.
Chemical needed.
We'll see if I end up running into the same issue that I ran into last time I played this. I remember, well, I can't even remember how many years ago it was when I last played this, but I do remember that a problem I ran into was finding all the codes for the bombs. So currently I've got, let's see. Yeah, got codes for 1 and 3, but I don't have the code for 2. And there might be a 4th, I can't remember. Ah, didn't even need to run back after all.
Research complete.
One moment. Sorry about that.
Chemical needed.
Steve, something is wrong with Professor Grimm. I can't explain it, but it seems he transforms or mutates. I've tried to talk to him, but I can't approach him any longer. He has disobeyed the quarantine regulations and released some of the probands. He won't let anybody into the high security wing. I have no idea what's going on in there. Some of my colleagues have been missing for several days, and every day more of them disappear. I'm scared, Steve. Something terrible is happening there.
Need to go and get the FM chemical.
Song is
Research complete.
I originally decided to study genetics because I thought it would be the research most likely to benefit mankind. I hoped to discover more efficient drugs, or how to remove genetic defects. My, I was so naive. What am I doing here, goddammit? Caring for vegetables. Okay, there's really a need for genetically altered vegetables. They provide bigger crops and immunity against vermin, so pesticides are no longer needed. That makes sense. But it has little relation to what we are doing here with plants. None of the researchers question whether something is expedient or ethical. They only try to discover how far they can go. I really should look for a new job. I can't bear this one for much longer. Since the tomatoes have begun to look mournfully at me with their big, sad eyes, I can no longer even eat my fries with ketchup.
It's vegetables, not vegetables. Oh, that's so annoying.
In my role as commanding officer of Polaris 32AO, I own an access card to the high security wing. You can't bar me from carrying out a security inspection. If my fears turn out to be true, I will arrange for the wing to be destroyed.
Oh no. Oh god, that was ages ago. Oh, god damn it.
Steve, something is wrong with Professor Grimm. I can't explain it, but it seems he transforms or mutates. I've tried to talk to him, but I can't approach him any longer. He has disobeyed the quarantine regulations and released some of the probands. He won't let anybody into the high security wing. I have no idea what's going on in there. I originally decided to study genetics because I thought it would be the research most likely to benefit mankind. I hoped to discover more efficient drugs, or how to remove genetic defects. My, I was so naive. What am I doing here, goddammit? Caring for vegetables. Okay, there's really a need for genetically altered vegetables. They provide bigger crops and immunity against vermin, so pesticides are no longer needed. That makes sense. But it has little relation to what we are doing here with plants. None of the researchers question whether something is expedient or ethical. They only try to discover how far they can go. I really should look for a new job. I can't bear this one for much longer. Since the tomatoes have begun to look mournfully at me with their big, sad eyes, I can no longer even eat my fries with ketchup.
In my role as commanding officer of Polaris 32AO, I own an access card to the high security wing. You can't bar me from carrying out a security inspection. If my fears turn out to be true, I will arrange for the wing to be destroyed.
That reminds me of a bit in Prey, where they had this room where all the scientists weren't sure what was and what wasn't a mimic. So they put little post-it notes on anything that wasn't a mimic saying not a mimic. bit me, the little bastard.
Professor Grimm, you go too far. How and with whom I spend my spare time is none of your business. Your threat won't keep me from informing Commander Kingsley if you break the safety regulations. I don't know what has come over you of late. You are so obsessed with the research on samples taken from the remains of the UNN Nightwalker. You can't just ignore everything else.
Dr. Harper, I wonder what has suddenly given you the idea that I don't follow the safety regulations. I fear you spend too much time of your spare time with Commander Kingsley. I forcefully advise you in future to focus on our research instead of the Commander, and be warned if I catch you passing on information regarding our research to the Commander, I'll make sure that you get only Ice Beast excrement under your microscope. I hope I've made myself clear.
Oh yes, no one would ever take an email like that suspiciously, would they? No?
The harmony is
Disturbed.
You really want to know what's in the new ice cream? Well, okay. But we need to keep this to ourselves. It contains a small amount of ice beast excrement. Surprised? Well, nobody needs to know about this. When the experiment is over, I'm going to sell the recipe to Trioptimum. We make a fortune with it. Maybe they even hire us. They sure pay better than the UNN. And they are far less scrupulous concerning research techniques. I've perfected the new ice cream recipe. Not only does it taste much better, it also doesn't melt. It doesn't need to be kept cold and it won't spoil if it's left out somewhere warm. Could you please exchange the ice cream in your shop for this new variety? Watch the customers closely and report any reactions or side effects to me. Remember, this is a secret research project. Not one word about it to anyone.
Professor Grimm, don't take it amiss, but the fighting between you and Commander Kingsley is a strain on the whole crew of Polaris 32AO. Couldn't you please try to reason with the commander? It's true that he's responsible for the security of this facility. And you have to admit that lately you've been bending a lot of safety rules. Why don't you have a drink together and try to make him understand?
Maybe slip him some of that ice cream.
Commander, I warned you not to get in my way again. I'm pleased to inform you that my experiments were successful. Prepare to become part of my experiment soon. The many will triumph.
To redacting alert. To redacting alert.
The access code to my sweetheart's room is 92756. Ah, to hell with it. Nobody will ever read my logs anyway, so I can record that this is also the code for Blast Device 2 in a maximum security area.
Nice, good. That's what it was.
Research complete.
Alright, well that does it for this part of my playthrough. I should be able to get on to the next part later tonight. So until then, this is Iceman signing out. Have a good one.